right, so we are getting ready to start our unit that's kind of leading up to the Revolutionary War. And so right now we're talking about the causes of the French and Indian War. So here are your directions. These are very similar to what we did for our last slide, where you go through and there's buttons that you can text or click, but pretty much it's put together. So we have this year. The French and Indian War broke out over the vast area of land by the Appalachian Mountains. So if you look right here, to the east and western boundaries of the 13 colonies, and the Mississippi River to the west. And this was known as the Ohio River Valley. And here's the key right here. So, which European country claimed the most land in North America? And if you look at your key here, we have French territory, Spanish territory, British territory, and disputed territory. Okay. And then who's absent from this land? So think about who's conquering, who has come over to conquer basically or place claim on North America. Who are we missing from this list? So we have the French, the Spanish, and the British. Look back in your notes and see. And then we have this here. So when war broke out between the French and the British, Native Americans were allied on both sides. The Wabanaki Confederacy joined with the French and I'm going to say that wrong. Haudenosaunee. I don't know if that's right, guys. Formerly known as the Iroquois. And the Cherokee allied with the British. This is really important for many reasons, but remember that as people were coming over, as the Europeans were coming over and conquering, they were also doing that for the Native Americans, right? And so the fact that the Native Americans are allying on each side, what does that mean? I kind of just want you to think about it. And then you're going to answer these questions. You have 3 perspectives, so I want you to answer them. This is about Elizabeth Wilson. We just read about Jamestown. So what is her perspective? You're going to click right here on this slide and you're going to fill out here. Perspective number 1. What point of view is this person coming from? And not point of view in the sense of like first person, second person. I mean point of view in the sense of what is her point of view in the role, right? So she was Colonial Virginia. Her father was an indentured service. What do you think about her view to this? And then you're going to click on the faces. Then we have Antoine Laurent, and he's a French fur trader. And then we go here to Pontiac, Obondiag Pontiac. And he's Native American. So we have 3 different perspectives of this war, right, of the French and Indian War. So I want you to do perspective, and then how are they feeling about the claim to the land? So that's what this is about, right? The French and Indian War is about the claim to the Ohio River Valley. And then this is the last thing that you need to do for the causes. So of the French and Indian War, what perspective do you agree with most? So we bought this land fairly. We will fight to keep it. Although we've settled on some land, we've been fair with the natives. If war breaks out, I will ally with the French. So using the information that you just did, right, you looking at all of these perspectives and learning about what we know so far, what do you think? And that's for day 1.